pretty outdoorsy kid, and I think as I've grown, my relationship with the outdoors has grown as well.
Water, windy and remote.
And I've matured to this place where I think I'm able to understand the language of the land. Hello, my name is Ariel Kilgore. I am a junior at St. Michael's College. I'm 21 years old, and I decided to come to St. Michael's mostly because of the outdoor opportunities, the chance to kind of be immersed in the environment that I want to work in, and I think I found that here quite a bit. I am an environmental studies major. I am also an instructor in the Adventure Sports Center. That kind of brought about the opportunity for me to spend more time outside. I liked the idea of hiking. I'd been hiking a couple of times, but this kind of really opened that door for me and opened it for me to share my appreciation for the outdoors with other people. When I lead these hikes, they kind of turn into like a forced lesson on naturalism. I will stop the group to introduce like a mushroom I find, or if I see like a millipede or a salamander, forget it. We're stopping, we're taking pictures, you're getting like a little lesson about what we're seeing. And I mean, nobody seems to complain, so I'm gonna keep doing it. I think that's my problem with being outdoors, is I want to touch everything. Looks like an earthworm, his little band. He didn't care that I did that. And this looks like his waste, his poop. Yeah, so thank you, decomposer. No mycelium in here though. I give a lot of credit of my love of the outdoors to my dad. I think that this kind of shared interest in environmentalism and naturalism has given us something to bond over.
Hi, my name is Mike and I'm Ariel's dad. I think Ariel wants to know as much about outdoors and nature as she can. She's always interested how all the different species and features interact with each other, from the very small to the very large level, looking at the trees, all the way down to the mushrooms and everything in between. Well, I think I have similar views to Ariel. The big difference between us is I just want to be in nature and enjoy it. Ariel's more about understanding it and helping it thrive and survive anything that may happen to it. So I think that's our biggest difference. I enjoy it just as much as her. I'm just not doing anything about it other than just enjoying it. And she taught me a lot of things about nature that I didn't know. And she works for the National Audubon Society. She took us in there through their reservation. It was really fascinating, everything she knew about it, from pond life to trees to everything growing in there.
I kind of lost that connection to my environment as I got a little bit older. I think 14, 15, that early high school time, I wasn't playing outside anymore, so I didn't really feel I had any business out there. During the pandemic, however, I think that shifted quite a bit for me. I felt a draw to go back outside. And I would essentially spend the entire day going on walks, wandering through the woods, just laying on the grass and reading a book. I think I found a lot of peace and stability in the way that nature is, in kind of a time with a lot of stress and questions, and I think that's what kept me sane during that time, is being outside, and it gave me a lot of opportunities to learn my land, learn my environment. I came here with my friend initially. We went for a walk, and as we were passing by this tree, I think we were both kind of just like struck by its presence. It's the biggest tree around. It's just like, it has an atmosphere and like a personality about it. And we just stood here for like 10 minutes probably, admiring the tree. And I think both of us, it kind of brought up like a lot of emotions, weirdly, being just a tree. It's kind of melancholic to see that it's been here, watched a forest grow up and then be mowed down and then grow up again, and just all of these years of succession and change. And it's been this, I would call it maternal observer for centuries of this place. It's called a wolf pine, so it's a white pine tree, but this kind of tree is called a wolf pine since it's like a lone wolf in the forest, kind of all on its own. But I don't know, it kind of represents resilience to me. And it's dying now, which is, I think, sad to watch such a fixture start to decompose and degrade. But it also kind of has that aspect of hope that once it has been decomposed, it provides nutrients for the next phase of life, and a home and a habitat for so many other species. So it really just, the value of this life in this place, I think, is what strikes me the most. It brings up an interesting point though about kind of the memory of plants and trees specifically, and how they carry memories, how memories and information is passed. I believe that they do store memories, and they do store information about the times they've lived in. There's plenty of research on like the way that trees communicate through the mycelium with mushrooms, and I think that's pretty neat. So I guess like the broader question to that is, what does this forest remember? What memories are held here?
And I can hear you through the stand. When I found her where I'm at, locked in memory, I ran and I so condemned to a mind that demands that the body rents. And am I giving evidence that it might end this time? As I trade